So if you're like me, you're probably happy that you didn't already start Shin Megami Tensei V. Look, I said it I don't know how many times, y'all. My backlog is kind of crazy, and the main reason is not because I got like 1,000,003 games. It's mainly because I got like just, maybe 100 and something. But majority of them, matter of fact, like 90% are role-playing games. So when they announced that Shin Megami Tensei V, SMT V Vengeance, was going to be coming out pretty soon, I was a little bit more excited because I didn't play the first one. So one of the things that's really got me hyped about it, because I would have put 100 hours into the game to only find out that there's going to be 40 new demons, 160 pieces of content, brand new, better storyline, an original campaign, which they didn't have that. New special moves, new quality of life features, 60 frames per second on PS5, Xbox, and on PC. The game drops on the 21st, June 21st, which is nice because I don't think it's a lot of RPGs or games that are dropping right then, like big blockbuster titles. Most of the stuff already came out then, so I'll probably get a chance to play Infinite Wealth around that time or in between there, because that's these 100-hour games, y'all. I love them, but my lord, that's a lot. Especially with Persona 3. Think about that drops. And then Grand Blue. I complained about Grand Blue Relink being so short, but in hindsight, it's a blessing. It's a gift that the game felt like it was only 25 to 30 hours, because that gives me chance to, just kind of meditate for a minute before a new game drops. As much as I love my Switch, and since my other one burnt up after, my OG burnt up after Triangle Strategy, I was forced to get an OLED. It is a little bit outdated, so I probably will get this copy for probably PS5. I think I do want to run it at a better frame rate than I would be running it. Plus, for those of y'all who have both consoles or new consoles, or you use things through streaming platforms, unfortunately the Switch has the worst loading time. And I was doing some recording with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and it was like 30 seconds for one of the loading times. That's redonkulous. So again, I love my Switch, but we ready. Who used to say, what was that? What's our Tiffany Haddish? We ready. Put the clip in there, Q. Put the clip in there. SMT V dropped in April of 2022, and it's only sold about a little over 1 million copies since it's been locked on the Switch. So I know that by it being to more open markets now, it's going to probably do, I'm hoping, for the success of Atlas, that it's going to do 1 million in a week, or at least over 500,000 in a week. But with the success of Persona 3 Reload and just Atlas and Persona 5, still they living off Persona 5 a little bit as well, I really feel that the game is going to do a lot better. Even if it doesn't do 1 million in a week, I feel that it's going to far surpass. Matter of fact, it might surpass 1 million a week by it being on all platforms, especially if it drops on Game Pass. That's how I played Reload with all the games that came out in the beginning of this year. I was like excited to find that Reload and Power World, well, it's only on here, and all these other games were actually on Game Pass. That's the market for Xbox right there. But they know it. That's the market for Xbox there. They might just need to drop the price of the Series X and make some kind of like DVD type player thing. Just like a digital box. That's coming. But that's something else. That's a whole other thing. I will say I am a little tired, and that's including my Final Fantasy VII. I am a little tired of the rehashing and reworking of things, and I know why it is. I get it. Matter of fact, I feel like I'm preaching to myself. I've said this so many times. Is it's big business for businesses to use, you know, always a pre-established IP. That's what retail 101, that's business 101, that's sales 101 is. If you look, it's cheaper to get you already have a customer or somebody's already, you know, purchased from you than to go out and get somebody else. Because even if a person doesn't like the game, they're going to try the game or they're going to have interest in the game. It's going to give it some kind of a form of an impression. So, you know, it's still going to get you some kind of publicity regardless, unless it's just completely doo-doo. If it's just completely boo-boo butter, then it's just going to fall by the waistline. But for the most part, that's why companies decide to continue to keep doing the same thing, because it's already a base there for it. That's why Pokemon has been doing what it's been doing for what? Over 20 years. That's why Link's never gonna talk. That's why they were scared to make a Samus game. That's why Final Fantasy is still locked behind Final Fantasy VII, which it's the longevity game is a trip, but yeah, I would love to see a new Final Fantasy game that gets 16 was so close, y'all. 16 was so close. The fact that you weren't able to play with other characters, and they made the excuse that you had to do a what was it? What was the excuse? The excuse was because Clive is so powerful, you know, he uses the summons like that. But the summons really, like, I argue that Final Fantasy X did their summons better than Final Fantasy 16. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do a poll to that. And on that note, interweb, this has been your man Q, your friendly neighborhood geek. Let me know in the comment section below, have you played Shin Megami Tensei 5, the original? Like, I got it in my hand right now. I'm glad I didn't play it. Are you going to pick it up? Are you going to double dip? Like, I try not to double dip no more. I've double dipped for a couple games because sometimes I like my physicals, and sometimes I gotta get the digital just because of the profession I'm in. I don't want to be spoiled, y'all. I really don't. But let me know what's going on in the comment section below. If you are new to the channel and you like the content you see, please do me a favor and hit that like button. What that does is it lets YouTube know you like it, so that way they can push the content in front of more. That was a little bit extra. If you do like the content that you see, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I make geekly content here on the channel all the time. Talk about anime a little bit, as well as some other like entertainment stuff that doesn't fit quite on this channel. The links to the other channels in the description below. Don't forget the archives every Saturday, 5 p.m. PST, 7 hours of pure,
unadulterated roleplay.
That's 5 p.m. to midnight or Saturday. And as always, in the web, remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. I'm gonna holler at you on the next one. Peace.